Okay, I want to do another update for my masterpiece Autobot collection, and I just want to go over some of these figures and just share some of my thoughts and comments about upcoming figures and so on. So just another quick tour. The Dinobots don't fit on this shelf, so they're on another shelf. So let's start. Let's start with the newest masterpiece Bumblebee, which this is cool. It looks a little bit more like the cartoon in terms of the face. But look at those windows, they're not blue, and everyone knows those feet are really messed up. So this is, even though this is official Takata, this is not quite perfect. And just real quick, there's a Spike. Then back there we have Wheeljack. This is the plus version. Look at those nice blue windows, the dark gray forearms and thighs, and the green on the legs to look more cartoon accurate. I really love this. And back there we have the MP44 Optimus Prime. This is really a nice figure. I did transform it once, no problem. Just like the Hound, transformed her once, no problem. Yeah, this is really a nice figure. And since I have it here, I might as well just share the newest KO version of the Optimus Prime. And this one doesn't have the sounds because it has that shorter backpack, which it looks cool. I mean, I didn't mind the original one. So let's just pull out the original one as carefully as I can so I don't knock any of these figures off, so you can see the difference. And yeah, no sound effects. Batteries are not installed. But yeah, this is a nice figure. The paint is not as good quality as that one, but the official, you have to be careful. You might get like paint chipping. This one, there is no paint. It looks more flat colored. It's but this is still a really nice figure. So anyone wanting this version of Optimus Prime, the KO version, it's really nice. Oh, and they do have the trailer coming out, which I'm looking forward to getting to. So back here, moving on, here's the Make Toys Jazz, which is okay, but I was always really upset that those windows headlights were not painted light blue. I know that that's probably something that they done deliberately, because they did reissue it to be more detailed with blue headlights. I really don't like how companies are employing that strategy to make you buy more. But I'm really looking forward to the Fans Toys version of this to replace it. I don't remember when that's scheduled to come out, but this is just a fill-in for now. And then back there we have the MP Plus Sideswipe, which, if you look at the forearms and the leg and the light gray colored tires, this is more cartoon accurate. I really do like it. Although I do also like the Bad Cube one, but I didn't get it. So you know, I'm happy with the official plus version. And then this Sunstreaker. This is really a nice figure. Oh, but I was really disappointed that his left hand doesn't have like that cannon on it like he did in the cartoon, so you know, it's a little disappointment. So there are some imperfections even with the Masterpiece line, and that's one reason why I'm making this video, to point some of them out. Since I'm here, let's just move Optimus out of the way very carefully so I don't knock things over, so I can kind of go over the Fans Toys Skyfire. This is the first version. I don't really know what's the difference between the X, but this is really a nice figure. Although that chest design, not so good. It doesn't matter, I don't plan to put Decepticon signal on it. This is really nice, and supposedly Takata Tomy is making a Skyfire, so that's really exciting for me, because ultimately my goal is to have this collection mostly official and just using third party as fill-ins. And there's no question Fans Toys does a great job of doing that. But not so much X-Transbots. X-Transbots makes them look good, but design-wise, very bad. Okay, moving on. Here's the official Ratchet with the upgraded parts for the hips, so those tires aren't sticking out. And I think I should swap that head because he looks a little angry. But another great official figure, along with Ironhide, another official great figure that I really love. And moving on, I really love this prowl. Look at those light blue headlights, the light blue windows. This is the plus version. Looks more like cartoon accurate, hypertoon aesthetic. So I really love this. And then his brother Blue Streak. This is the plus version, light blue windows. Really love this. So I like making this video of my collection, so I can, this is my way of appreciating what I have. I really love them. And in the front, along with Bumblebee, I have some more mini bots. So here's, currently this is the only MP scaled Wind Charger Masterpiece that you can get by X-Transbots. And it looks good, but you know there are issues like those hands. I'm surprised it didn't break already. But seeing how Fans Toys already made a lot of mini bots, including their parkour, which is Cliff Jumper, and some of those other mini bots, there's no question they're probably going to make a Wind Charger. It just can't come soon enough. But then here's Fans Toys Brawn. So this is definitely the better MP scaled Brawn. I mean, just look at that. I mean, I can hear his voice from the cartoon. This is really a nice figure with the Ninja Turtle feet. And then the Huffer. This is another one. This is now like the official better version of all the Huffers, especially compared to the first release by X-Transbots. I do have the Bad Cube. I do have some other ones. Cubex. I gave them away. I gave away a lot of my figures. But then moving on, temporary fill-in is this Cliff Jumper. So Takata is supposedly making a official Cliff Jumper, which is sadly gonna look kind of like this. Probably also gonna not have light blue windows like this by MMC. But hopefully Fans Toys will come and save the day, because their version looks really, really nice. Of course, Cliff Jumper always showed up in the cartoon with his buddy Mirage and Hound. This is the official Hound. I really like this compared to the Fans Toys, particularly the light green color waist and thighs, because that's more cartoon accurate. And then the Mirage, you know, I'm really hoping to get the Fans Toys version of Mirage, although I have to admit, this one by Transform Element, I mean, if you just look at it, this already looks really, really nice. So I'm curious to see what the difference is with the Fans Toys compared to this version. This is really a nice figure. And then this is the Bad Cube Gears. So currently this is, look like that smiling face. This is currently the official Masterpiece version that we have. And you know, Fans Toys is making theirs. Theirs looks really good. Although Fans Toys' head of Gears doesn't look so good in my opinion. Compared to this one. This one definitely looks cartoon accurate, but doesn't scale very well with the other mini-bots. I mean, you can see I had to bend down Braun a little bit so he's not so tall. So you can see they're taller than X-Transbots. And you know, Cliff Jumper I think should be a little bit taller. But moving on, this is the X-Transbots Trailbreaker, and this is their reissue cartoon accurate one. I don't like those white shoulders, but I have to admit X-Transbots did pretty good on this figure, along with their hoist. But the news of the official Takata Trailbreaker looks really, really nice. Cartoon accurate, probably fits in scale wise better. You know, and I don't know why people are complaining about the light gray forearms and stuff, but in short, I'm just letting you know it is cartoon accurate. You know, and the Fans Toys, I'll be honest, I'm probably going to get the Fans Toys, but I'm just not sure if Fans Toys meets up with the official. But anyways, those are all the Season 1 Autobots and Minibots. So now let's just move over to where I have the Dinobots, because I wanted to share some of my thoughts on these. I think these were nice for their time. However, I think we need a newer version of these to be more hypertoon aesthetic. You know, maybe this is not coming out too good, but you know, because there's a lot of detail. I mean, the new trend now is the hypertoon, and these are not hypertoon. These are, you know, really nice figures though. But again, I'm just sharing my thoughts. I think these need to be, new Dinobots need to be made. But for now, this is what I have in my current collection. These are really nice. And I want to point out there's even design issues with the swoop. It doesn't stand very well, and I ended up breaking my original one because it fell a few times over and over again. So this is my new one, which I didn't put the Autobot logo on there. So what did I do with the original? Here's my original. I put them in alt mode along with the cesium slag, which in alt mode. So yeah, it'd be kind of cool to have another set like in dinosaur mode, but yeah, this is, I'm just appreciating how nice these figures look, even though I complain about how imperfect they are compared to the cartoon design. But again, that's why I went over the Dinobots, because I think these do need to be remade to be more hypertoon aesthetic. Okay, so now back to the Autobots, to season 2. So season 2 Autobots. I don't know where to start here, but you can see there's a Red Alert, Inferno, Hoist, Grapple, Skids, Smokescreen. Okay, so yeah, I guess let's start in the front with the mini-bots. I usually like to go Cosmos, Sea Spray, Power Glide, Warpath, Beachcomber. So right now, the best masterpiece version you can have of Cosmos is by X-Transbots. This is not bad. I just think the green is a little bit too dark. But it's a nice figure. And then Sea Spray. Yes, the remake of Sea Spray by Fans Toys. I don't know why people complain, but this definitely looks much better, so I think they made a good choice to remake this. So look at that. I mean, it just, it's like a cartoon. So really nice. I love this. Cosmos, Sea Spray, Power Glide. And then we do know that Fans Toys is making their version of Power Glide, which the robot mode looks really nice, but that old mode, I don't know how I feel about it. This one looks really nice, although the issue I always had is those inner thighs are red. Should not be red. And I love how it comes with Historia, so that's really great. Cosmos, Sea Spray, Power Glide, Warpath. Fans Toys Warpath. This is really nice. This totally blows out all the other versions of Warpath made, Bad Cube and stuff, which were good at it during its time, but now it's all hypertoon, and this is really another great figure. So Cosmos, Sea Spray, Power Glide, Warpath, and Beachcomber. Look at that smile. I wish they gave some accessories like the, you know, the animals and stuff, but and the golden hand. But this is really another great figure. Okay, so now what do I want to do? Start with Skids. This is the official Skids. I think this is much better than the X-Transbots. Although the X-Transbots was not bad. I think there were some issues with the shoulder design, but this one looks cartoon accurate, close enough. So I really like this. Not a popular character, but you gotta have all the characters. At least that's where I'm coming from. Then Smokescreen. This is the plus version, the Jay Leno chin. Look at how nice this is. Light blue windows. This is really nice. And then Trax. yes, there's issues with this tracks, but you know, when you set it up and you look at it, I mean, it still looks okay. Really nice. I mean, I love all the details. This was actually the second costume that I made a long time ago, so I know all these details, the yellow square on the wing, the details on the forearm and the waist, the knee. So yeah, this is cartoon accurate. And Raoul with blaster. So really, really cool. Since I'm here, it's really nice to have these figures, Spike, Sparkplug, and Carly. Okay, now, then we have Red Alert. This is the plus version, so much more cartoon accurate. Really love this. Although, the Bad Cube version, definitely more cartoon accurate, because look at those forearms. He should have the side of his car hanging on his forearm, on his arm, but you know, this is what Takata gave us, and it's okay for now. And of course, you have to have his buddy Inferno. This is really an ingenious design, how that the ladders fold up into his back so it looks cartoon accurate. And then Hoist and Grapple. So like I said, this is another great figure by X-Transbots, although I don't like those white shoulder joints. And I like that yellow on the chest. Very cartoon accurate. And I have to say, I'm not sure if I still want to get the Fans toys, because I think this one looks better than the Fans toys, in my opinion. But knowing me, I'm still gonna get it. And you can't have him without Grapple. Really, really looks good together. And then, yes, I did get the new Fans Toys version of Perceptor. And I think I already commented on my X-Transbots Perceptor. Another bad design, it broke. I had to fix it as best as I could. But in general, this Perceptor is definitely now the official masterpiece. Looks really good. And I did get the Deformation Space Blaster. Let's take a look at those two together. This is a nice figure. I mean, something off about that head and the color. This, you know, maybe they should have painted it, because this orange is red. Doesn't really look that good in my opinion. But for now, this is what I have until Fans Toys comes out with their version, which would make this set look really, really, really nice. Now moving on to what we're currently working on. I don't know when Fans Toys is going to release the other two Aerobots, but here's the first three that came out. Silverbolt, for my namesake. Air Raid, or what is it? Is that Air Raid? No, Air Raid and Skydive, yeah. I mean, there are some issues with the design on them, if you remember transforming it and articulating it. But, you know, who really has time to be playing and transforming these figures? I think people just have them on display so they can appreciate them like this. So this is what I currently have, just eagerly waiting for the last two. And for the Superion, I'm just using the Zeta. It'd be nice to put the batteries in so I can hear the light and sound. But this is what I have. And then, of course, that episode, he was there with Omega Supreme. I actually like this Fans Toys version, although I have the DX9 one on pre-order. I mean, this thing is massive, huge, heavy. Fortunately, I didn't have any issues with breakage here yet. Hope I never do. That's what I have. And then, last but not least, the Protectobots. These two are by X-Transbots, and MMC I think is the better one. It's a little taller too, because parts on this broke. Another X-Transbots bad design. You know, just bad design and transforming. But you know, they are good at making figures to look like the cartoon. So, you know, I am getting both set, X-Transbots and NMC. This is really a nice figure, I'll tell you. I just can't wait to get the other 4 characters. And then trying to figure out where I'm going to get a Defensor this size. So something else, trying to see if a third-party company is going to take on that challenge to make a Defensor this size. So that's it for my Autobots. So, you know, just try to take one last tour, just so I can appreciate what I have. Although, you know, I do like the Magic Square and New Age because they're smaller. These are really nice, but they're just so big. And then the War for Cybertron, which not quite cartoon accurate, but some figures are really nice. And then the original Chug, and then the original toys. Man, it's just so much. But that's that, and I think I did cover pretty much everything. So that's my current collection for Transformers Masterpiece Robots.